Hello everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. So you today I'm doing this podcast as a special, okay, this is a special occasion for me. I wanted to do this today because this is the 31st. I want to know where you ladies' head is at, especially the fact that we are about to get into the new year. Now, this video is meant to remind you, ladies, everyone that is watching this, before we get into the new year, what has gone through, a lot of women have gone through this year to make change, if changes need to be made, or to make sure you keep your eye on your relationship and you have a healthy relationship and making sure that your relationship gets better, you know, in the next year. And if you're in an abusive relationship, to actually end it this year before we get into the next year. So this podcast is absolutely special to me. So I'm gonna be bringing you guys a lot of videos that is gonna be related to this topic. And as usual, I'm gonna be giving you guys my, opinion as we go. Now, with that being said, we have women that had their ex-boyfriends come back and were on their knees, and while they were on their knees, they had a baby on the way. And then we had other women coming out and talking about, the horrible dates that they had, and talking about the experience. Even another girl talking about she's been dating a guy for a long time, and she didn't know that this guy didn't like her, didn't love her. All these crazy situationships that have been happening. Also, some podcasters, those guys that ask questions on the road, you know asking men what kind of women they would prefer to go for, and men actually giving their opinion on the kind of women they want to go for, they would like to go for. Now, with all of these clips that I have prepared for you guys today, I'm gonna say this: please do not forget to press that like button, subscribe, and leave your commentary if you have something to add to this topic. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. So first of all, we're gonna start with the story of this lady that her ex you know was kneeling. I'm gonna try to stop the music because yeah, it comes with the music. Okay, hold on. I'm good. This is hard talking about the experience because this guy literally before Christmas came to her, kneeled down, and begged her to take him back. So I'm gonna bring that video up in here too. He begged her to take him back, only for her to realize he has somebody pregnant. There is a baby on the way, and this whole story was crazy. Now let me try to find that video where we have homeboy kneeling after, like, the next day they found out that there is a baby on the way. And then he called this lady, acting as if she was the one that wanted the relationship, saying, "Oh, now I have a baby on the way. I hope you leave us alone." I'm like, "What? You were at the door, at this woman's door, begging for her to take you back." So all this situationship, like I said today, what is your New Year resolution? Are you still wanting to continue with this dust out here, or do you want to look for an actual relationship? For those that are looking for a relationship out here, to actually take your time and not rush into things. And if a man wants to rush you into a situationship, do not give in. Next year, I'm gonna ask you ladies to, if you're a woman that you are not looking for a one night stand, because if you're looking for a one night stand, all of that, and you're not really into, looking for something serious, it's fine. You can go do that. But if you're a woman that is looking for an actual relationship, this advice I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna have to do a lot, and you are going to have to learn how to stand your ground. So let me look for this video. I don't know if I can find it over here. Hmm. Okay, here is the video over here. Here is the video. So let me just take away the volume here. Maybe I put this other music over here from here, and then hold on a second. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the guy over here. Just read the text, ladies. Read the text. Yeah. And he is you you guys, this is crazy. So this is why I hear a lot of women talking about should you a man good people. Let me tell you something, ladies. I'm gonna say this. Men are manipulators. At this point, you cannot trust a man. I'm not saying all men, by the way, but many of the times you're gonna have to, the only person you can love. I always tell ladies this is yourself. You can like someone, but putting all that, what we've been taught as girls, like you have to love your husband with all your heart and sacrifice. No, you don't have to do none of that. The only sacrifice is for yourself. You have to learn how to love yourself out here. Unless you want to have a heartbreak. So this man over here, like it's written up in here, a week before after Thanksgiving, uh he actually went to her, and then Christmas Day announced, that he's having a child on the way. So let me bring this lady over here. She's the one this thing happened to. She's gonna tell you ladies what happened actually in this whole story. You see him kneeling down out here, playing the victim, acting as if he's the victim in this situation. Oh my God, take me back. See, some of these men are not taught. At this point, I'm starting to think a lot of men are not taught to love. They are not taught from childhood to love. They are taught to be selfish most of the time. I feel like a lot of men are raised, when they were raised, it was just selfishness and what to expect from women, not what to give, not how to care. And men, a lot of men that do have the traits of caring and loving, is those are the men that have actually found themselves and understood that women do have feelings, and also put themselves in a way to understand women and their feelings. But majority of the men out here that are looking for relationship are just looking for something that will profit them, not what would profit you. Like if you watch my short video that I put today, you see a guy, talking nonsense, talking about you should accept a cheating man, because a lot of them just want to be, nuisance. They just want to be nuisance, because this is the thing. While many of these men were being raised, they were allowed to be nuisance in their household. And they want to bring that dysfunction into your life. So let me bring up this video over here.
I'll give you more. Just kidding. But I'm going to try and give this to you guys just the way you like it, fast, to the point, no bullshit. Let's get into it. And yes, every second of that is real. First and first, mostly, I have to say, me and that guy were never officially together. As you can see, I would have been absolutely embarrassed to be with that person in real life. We basically had like a fake relationship, like a situation.
Girl, you still put yourself in there. Let's not forget about this. I understand that she's talking about the situationship that she had with this guy, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't have paid him any kind of attention, unless you were just using him, but that guy doesn't look like somebody that can bring anything to the table. He doesn't. He really doesn't. It looks like the only thing he brought you was stress.
Situationship. And that situationship has lasted over a year. There was I love yous, baby, all of that. There is some lore behind us, but that is a story for another day. So that video was the week after Thanksgiving. I had ended things with him. I've tried to end things with him several times before that, but dude could not take a hint. It was one of those toxic things where he's like, no, you're kidding. Like, I block him and he calls me 40 times a day. Receipts on that too. And on that day that he was begging on his knees, there was no baby yet that I knew of. The baby was there, but I just didn't know it. And
Yeah, he came. And the funny part of it is, can you believe that this guy actually came to hit it one last time? Like the mindset of some of these men, it's just like you just want to hurt somebody. You are so selfish and self-centered that is the thing that I want a lot of women to understand. That's why when I come here, when a lot of women come here, women in this particular sector of YouTube that preach, get the bag. When we come here and be like, hey, do not be going out there putting your feelings out. Do not be going out there trying to love somebody. The only person you should be loving is yourself. You and yourself. That is who you have. And the next people that you can only love is your kids. Your husband, I understand you can like him, you can stand by him. But yeah, you're going to have to keep your feelings to yourself. You're going to have the only person that is worth loving, falling in love with is yourself. You get me? And that notion should also carry into if he is not financially stable, then no. You get me? Hello, Sun and Sunflower. Hi, girl.
I'm sorry, this might be disappointing, but yes, I let him in that day, but I didn't know about a baby. But let me jump back because about 2 months before that, he was at my house sleeping and a girl did call his phone while he was asleep. I saw her name. I looked her up on Instagram. I sent her a DM. I unsent it because I am not a crazy bitch, I guess. I mean, maybe I am, but I just kind of let it go, but ended things again with him. But of course, we just kept hooking up and stuff. And so the last night that we hooked up was like December 15th, and he smashed my Ring camera on the ground. So I have that footage as well because
wow. Okay. That, oh Lord, that alone. Okay, girl, he better pay for that Ring camera. You better have taken action that he have to pay for that. He smash your Ring camera. Nah. No, don't be letting Dusty. See, another thing is, ladies, if a man breaks something of yours, don't do the "I'ma forgive him" thing. No, do not do that. What you should be doing is, yeah, I'ma make sure you pay for this. Make sure he pays, because next time he's gonna learn a lesson not to be breaking people's stuff.
I was ending things with him. I didn't want to do it. Now we are 2 days before Christmas, or what was it, Friday night. We were texting. He was begging to come over, have sex one last time, one last time. Very emphasis on one last time. And then again, Saturday morning before Christmas, one last time. Now, I did not allow that one last time, so just went on about my business, and I was at...
You can imagine the audacity for someone. This, oh my God, I swear, pygmies have destroyed the dating pool, because I don't think men would be out here misbehaving this way so much if pygmies were not out here giving themselves into this kind of problems, into this kind of situationship. Because that's why when I hear a woman on a girl on YouTube or TikTok talking about women are asking so much, you're standing, I'm like, pygmy, shut up, please shut up. Shut it. If you want to go and put yourself in that situationship, go do that. Go do that. Leave the rest of us out here out of it. Because this is where they get the boldness and the audacity from.
My family's house for Christmas morning. And then the next thing I know, I get a screenshot, and his mother had posted on Facebook their pregnancy announcement. Neither one of them had posted it on theirs. I didn't look, my friends did. But that's when I realized it was that girl who, of course, he said very, very not nice things about when I confronted him about who's calling you at 2 a.m. And I'm telling you right now, if the person I'm having a child with said the things that he said about me, I would lose it. The baby. So I did end up reaching out, and I was like, are you fucking kidding? Like, starting a family? And that is when he finally said, yes, I think we should go our separate ways. I am starting a family now, and please leave me and my family alone.
Go. Oh, now he wants you to leave him and his family alone. He is so gonna cheat on that woman. We already see this coming. He is so gonna cheat on her. Poor baby. And this is the funny thing. And that's why when I hear men out here talking about single mothers, I'm not putting the accountability on the fathers. The fathers is crazy. It's like, what is not clicking? What is not clicking? Because majority of the time, 90% of the time, the women do not want to be single, especially when they have kids. But when you are out here swinging your stuff, from woman to woman, that woman finds out and she's like, I cannot take this anymore. That's why you remember, I'm going to bring that video later on after this one, by the way, because I need to talk about that dust bucket too. But let's continue.
But through and through, I'm a girl's girl. So I messaged the girl, and that's what the end of what I said, where she said that he is the love of her life. And that was her response. I told her, I sent her all the receipts, everything. And she said, well, we're here, we're happy now. And he's, in the short amount of time that I've known him, he's given me everything that I could ever want. And he's the love of my life. And mind you, this guy cannot keep a job. He has some issues, right? So when he didn't have a job,
girl, you are at fault too. So he couldn't keep a job and you had this man around you. Oh, ladies, please. This is the reason why people be out here saying, oh, Karen, don't be telling women to go only for the bag. You see the behavior? He doesn't have a bag and he is as dusty as F. He is dusty. He cannot keep a job, but he knows how to be a dysfunctional human being. Make it make sense.
I did lend him money. I was feeding him. I love to cook. I cooked for him. He smoked all my and for nothing. So it was give.
Well, you contributed. She enabled it. You enabled it. You're the reason why, you're part of the reason why a lot of women are having problems with this dust bucket. That's why anytime a woman is like, okay, this is what I want from a man, he better be financially stable, they be like, oh my God, I had one. I mean, I was watching a TikTok video last time and a lady was, on her post, a Dusty commented, said, oh, you ladies be out here expecting the treatment of Taylor Swift them and Beyonce. And I'm like, no, hold on, nobody wants to be treated. First of all, I love both of those women and I think they deserve better. Let me say it again, they deserve better. Do you know how many heartbreaks Taylor Swift have? She wrote songs about it. I don't want any woman to go through that kind. Nobody needs that kind of treatment. Beyonce, let's not even go there. Oh, you guys are looking for, professional treatment like all these high class ladies. I'm like, you think that those treatments are good treatments? Women that have been cheated on? We're looking for better out here. No offense. I love them both, but the relationships, no. Experience that those women have. Now, I wouldn't wish it on any woman, not even on them. You get me? But women like this that actually enable a dust bucket is the reason why dust buckets are out here walking around thinking that they deserve every woman, thinking that they are entitled to any woman, thinking that if you are way above their league, they want to get with you. They think all of a sudden, because you are educated, you are financially stable, and their dusty ass have nothing, you should accept them. Because she is somebody that actually enabled that behavior as well. Why wouldn't they treat you guys like this? Like pygmies, why wouldn't they treat you guys like this? You gave yourself to them on a silver platter.
And take on his part. And honestly, that's about the story. The girl, the pictures that they posted, she's 20 weeks pregnant. So I've gotten a lot of messages from people that know him personally, asking if that was him, true, all that. And yeah, that is it. But anyways, I just checked into the Four Seasons in Istanbul and I'm gonna go have some lunch and some champagne, but stay for 1 second because I'm gonna finish my makeup. Oh, and the night that he broke my Ring camera, I was gonna call the cops, but thankfully he left pretty quickly. But it was the next day. My mom was at my house. We were going to Cirque du Soleil, and she saw bits of the Ring camera all over my front sidewalk. And she wanted me to go get a restraining order, but I said no because
God. Oh Lord. So she did not, okay. She did not call the cops. She did not do nothing. That means she's enabling that behavior. And trust me, that man is gonna come back to her, and she probably gonna be one of those women that are gonna receive him back. Promise. I promise you. He broke the Ring camera, you didn't get the cops involved. That is enabling his behavior. In his head, he's like, I broke her shit, and she did not go to the cops. This woman must still have, feelings for me. That's what he's thinking right now. And that's the kind of, that's what he's seeing. You're like, no, you are not filing a restraining order. No, 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 no. Girl, please. Probably why he's behaving this way.
if he wanted to hurt me, he would. A piece of paper is not going to stop him. I do regret not doing that. But my mom did text him to stay the fuck away from me. So that's what happened with the Ring camera, and that's kind of why we really didn't talk and why I didn't hook up with him one more time, because if my mom knows, it's over. I don't wish ill on anyone, especially someone carrying a child, so I don't want any harassment or anything. I don't even know how you guys would find her. But I wish them all the best, and hopefully he can keep a job so he can pay that child support, because I don't see how things are gonna work out. But if that's the love of her life, then she must be stellar. So all the best. Have a good day. Thank you so much.
Now, first of all, I'm just gonna say that I don't know why I feel like you still have feelings for that man. That's how I feel. Personal opinion over here. Because the fact that you didn't get the cops involved, I'm like, girl, I understand that you wanted to come and expose this man, but it's sounding like, yeah, the fact that probably maybe one of the fact that he said, he's having a family now, he doesn't want you anymore. I feel like you have heart in some way, and the fact that you talk about you give him money, he can't keep a job. I get it. At this point, I'm like, are you here to make this video to tell us how you feel about him, or, or just to expose this man for having a kid and gathering sympathy? I do feel sorry for you, but at the same time, you sound like an enabler. That's an opinion. Now we're gonna go into the next we're gonna go into the next video over here. Let me bring this next video up here. Let me see who am I picking right now. So ladies, don't forget, this is a video for the end of 2023. I want you ladies to plan your New Year's resolution. I want you ladies to, as the end of the year, I decided to make this video to remind you guys of what women have been going through this year, so that when we get into next year, everybody have their shit together. Now, this video over here, where is it? Where that does bucket at? Okay. So I'm pretty sure you guys saw this one on my shot.
It is dumb to leave your man.
Now look at this. These are the kind of men those kind of women, enable. You be enabling this kind of man, and the men she's talking about.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, ladies. It is dumb to leave your man because he cheated.
Oh, if she cheated, if he leaves, is he done too? Because I know whenever a woman cheats, the whole world stops, and all of a sudden she becomes the bad person. If she cheats, should we have the same energy? Should he stay there? But I'm pretty sure no. Why would she did is the gaslighting? Look at his face. He doesn't. I tell you something. This guy doesn't look like he had any serious woman, any woman with potential ever date him. The only people that probably have ever dated this man and give him this mentality are pygmies.
It's dumb. Now, if he's a cheater, yes, but because he cheated, what you gonna do? You gonna find you another man that don't struggle with infidelity? We all do. And if it's a man out there that's telling you he don't, he lying.
Now, this is the thing. Those buckets like this will try to, they're trying to tell you, ladies, oh, every man cheats, every man cheats. So you might as well just stay with a cheater. No, not every man cheats. I've met many men that don't cheat on their wives, that understand. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to give you guys another story. If a man I understand a lot of women will be like, if my husband have female friends, oh, it's okay. Let me tell you something, baby girl. A man that loves his wife normally do not have female friends. He doesn't even have the time to make friends with other women. Let me tell you how. Let me give you a story how. So there was this TikToker. I mean, she did have opinion, but I'm gonna talk about this other one over here. Let me just leave that one aside. There is this man, he's working in an office, and he's like, he has female colleagues, and he have also female friends. And the colleague was like, hey, why do you have all these women as friends and you have a wife? He's like, oh, I have female friends and they're cool and all of that. Is it around a year later or 2 years later? He's been married for 15 years, by the way, ladies. And a year later, because he have all these female friends, he finally divorced his wife, married one of his best friends from that group, one of his female friends. Let me tell you what. This man never had, and he didn't have any more female friends. He didn't have, because he got the woman that he really wanted. So let me tell you something. If you're a woman out here and you have men as friends, a lot of them are just waiting around for the opportunity. You might be somebody's future wife. I'm just letting you know now. If there are guys that like hanging out with you, they might just be hanging out with you. There are two reasons. They're trying to hit, or maybe they're waiting for, whatever relationship they are going through to end and for you to accept, and you're somebody's future wife. I've seen it happen time and time again. So let's continue.
But don't take my word for it. Tell me this. How many women you know that hasn't been cheated on?
Pygmies probably have a lot of people that have, they've been cheated on. I'm going to tell you something. If you're a woman that you stand on business and he looks at you, let me tell you something, ladies. If he looks at you and it feels like if he goes outside and you find out that you're going to leave because you've been giving him that energy that he's not going to try. It is not even going to register in his brain. And especially a man that really does care about you and respect you will never put you through that. Let me just tell you now. Because the main thing he will be afraid of is letting you go. If he's with the woman he loves, why is he out here cheating? Why would you be out here cheating if you have a woman you love? Can that same thing apply to the women? If a woman loves you so much, can she still go out there and cheat? Would you accept her? Would it mean that she really loves you now? Oh no, women and men have different mentality. Stop that bullshit. Women and men do not have different mentality. See, you're a sexual being, I'm a sexual being. You think you're the only guy on earth? Let me give you, like, a lot of these men think they're the handsomest shit that I've ever lived. You're not, my dude. There are many men out there that are better than you. So if you're out here cheating, if she goes out there and cheat, yeah, I'm gonna be with her on that one. And I hope she leaves your ass.
Don't worry. I'll wait.
Bruh, please. I'm just gonna take this video down because it's pissing me off. Okay. Then we go in okay, we're going to the next video over here. I think this is a video of a lady talking about, her boyfriend, saving a woman's name, saving a man's name because one of his girlfriend were calling, and he saved her name as a man's name so that she doesn't find out. Where is it? Mm, no. Give me a moment, ladies. Let me look for this. Okay, found it.
Name under a male name in his phone, so I wouldn't know.
Ooh, Lord. The drama this year. The drama this year, yeah.
Story time about how my ex tried to save a girl name under a male name in his phone so I wouldn't know he was cheating. Part 2. So he threw the phone clear over the balcony. And like I said, I just went down there and was like, hello, Ashley. Now, I could tell by the dedication of her allowing the phone to ring as long as she did that Ashley elevator didn't go all the way to the top. Like, if there was 10 floors, hers stopped immediately at 5. Okay, it's kind of like taking the stairs. It was just going to take her a little longer to get there. Because, baby, why would you let that phone ring almost into the voicemail pickup? I would never, okay? Do you have no shame? Sometimes I only let the phone ring once, and then I hang up. Sometimes I hang up in the middle of people saying, hello, and then I put my phone on airplane mode so it looked like I tried. Anyway, I digress. So Ashley like, hello? I said, hey. She said, who is this? I said, well, I was somebody's girlfriend, but now I'm just a girl with the strangest phone. Now, I don't mean to sound crazy, and I hope I don't sound ridiculous, but I don't know this man. If this man was walking down the street, I wouldn't know who he was. Sorry to this man. Then she says, oh, well, this is Ashley. I said, I know. Now, correct me if I'm wrong when I know that I'm right, but when I answer the phone, didn't I say, hello, Ashley? Then she says, I didn't know he was in a relationship. And I simply replied, he's not. Now, off the rip, I don't know if she was waiting for her 15 minutes of fame or what, but she goes straight into how long they have been talking, where they met at, what they be doing when they be meeting. You know what I'm saying? The things they be getting into. And I had to stop her right there. Please don't go no further, because this has absolutely nothing to do with me. These sound like your problems now. I told her it sounds like you're dealing with a lot and you truly have your hands full. And then I wished her the best on their future endeavors. Because offloading to a complete stranger about your problems is crazy, okay? You're going to have to talk to the lady, because I don't got the credentials. My major is in sociology. Now, it's close, but it ain't quite that. Now, what I failed to mention is all while I'm talking to Ashley, baby, I had to do a little tussle and bustle to get up in the car. Okay, I was in here tussling and bustling. Now the doors is locked and the windows is rolled up tightly because this man is in full sprint chasing behind the car while I'm driving around the neighborhood in my first therapy session with Ashley. Now, what I will say is he probably would have caught up to me a lot faster if he had his own car. Now, you ain't here for me.
Oh Lord, now this is the thing that pissed me off. Now, we've been talking about the first Miss Ma'am that was over here before. Talking about she gave her ex-boyfriend that is expecting a baby money. Now, Miss Ma'am, you know better than to be dating a dust bucket that doesn't have his own car, yet you have yours. Like, these women, this is the thing. Why do you think this man would respect you, would value you? Why? You are above their league, but yet you literally take yourself down. Of course, they're gonna treat you like trash. They are trash. They have nothing, but you lowered your standard, as if they're gonna respect you. They're not. Goodness.
But word on the street is he's still chasing behind that car to this day. The only problem is I'm too far gone, baby. You'll never catch up. Y'all be easy. Peace.
Lord Christ, the things that pygmies go through out here. You know what? I should have changed the title of this show today to "What Pygmies Go Through." You know what? Maybe I'm gonna change the title later to "What Pygmies Go Through," so that you don't do the same. And if you're a pygmy, please do not take this into next year. If you're looking for a serious relationship, please, for your own sake. It's not for me. It's for you. Because, Lord, I am tired of hearing ladies come out here cry about how their boyfriend cheated on them, how he is dusty and have nothing. He have no car, he has no house, he has no job, but yet you dated them. You enabled that. Lord Christ. Lord. You know what? Let's just go bring up another video over here. Oh, today is gonna be a hot one. Okay, who am I gonna be picking next? Yeah, because today's show is for ladies to remember what has happened this year so that you don't take that into next year. And if you've been a pick me, you can learn a lesson or two out of here, out of this topic. Okay, let me see. Now, this is a lady over here. She was talking about her experience of dating this year. So it is funny. I saw this video on TikTok and I laughed. I'm like, girl, you've gone through it. You have absolutely gone through it this year.
Said to me on dates, and
Lord.
the following is a non-exhaustive list of things that men have said to me on dates in 2023. One guy opened the first date by telling me about his most recent threesome and asking me if I thought the dynamic sounded off. One guy asked me if I believed in God, and I said, not really, do you? And he said yes. And I said, like one monotheistic guy in the sky controlling everything? And he said yes. And I said, are you mad at him? And he said, why? And I said, because of the way that the world is. One guy asked me if I was ready to have kids in the next 3 years. So I said, how much money do you make? And he said, excuse me. And I said, the answer to that question has a direct impact on whether or not I want you to impregnate me in the next 3 years.
Now that's a clever girl. Now that's a clever girl. Yep. Now that's a clever girl. If he has the money, if he doesn't have it, yeah, he can keep pushing because he's trying to trap you in a situationship.
He was not amused, which makes sense because I wasn't joking. One guy looked at me when we were wrapping up at our first venue and said, I know the perfect next spot. It's full of white people. You'll fit right in. And when we got there, they were playing Dolly Parton. I did sing along. One guy told me he was a novelist, so I asked him about the novels he'd published, and he told me he'd published none, so I asked him about the novels he'd written, and he told me he'd written one 10 years ago. Two guys told me about their experience on The Price is Right. One guy asked me how I got so funny, and I said childhood trauma, and he said, you don't seem that traumatized.
You know, they traumatized you enough on this date that you went. Girl, they traumatized you enough on this date that you went. So we're just gonna keep it at that. Now the next video over here, I don't know which one I should pick because there were a lot of videos, yeah, for this year, so that we can, you know, for those that have not started getting ready for next year, you, especially if you're looking for a relationship, you can watch this video and take a little bit of the knowledge out here with you into the next year. So we are going, okay, now this video over here is about a young lady girl. She said she was dating this guy that wouldn't even bring her a toilet paper to the toilet. I don't know if you guys saw this whole situationship on TikTok, but you know what? Let me bring it out here because this is the thing. Also, don't be accepting any kind of abuse. If he acts like a nuisance, throw him out of your house. Stop the relationship. Get yourself peace because it's not worth it. It's not what you putting up with any of this. The dust bucket, the no money having people, the problem bringing men, nah. The abusive man, nah. We are not going to be doing that next year.
Did to me while I was on the toilet the other
Oh Lord. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. See, this is why a lot of women are single out here. This is why they're mad that a lot of women do not want it. Because who want to be putting up with all this shit? Like, not only are you lazy to bring her toilet paper while you know this is an emergency, you're talking about just use the towel. Girl, you better not be using any you better not be using any towel in that house. Goodness God. Girl, no.
where I will be using our bath towel to wipe my ass. No.
Girl, I'm happy that you leaving him because if he can do that, believe me, I was watching some TikTok videos of some time ago, and some woman was talking about why she was giving birth to her daughter or a baby in the bathroom. The husband just stood there and peed on her. I was like, Lord child, those are the kind of men. Yep. They would abuse you in a situation where you are very, very vulnerable. I'm happy that you let go. Lord. Lord. Ladies, yeah, please take note, because yeah, I'm showing you guys what have happened this whole year. I brought you guys some of these videos because I think everybody needs to be reminded, and make sure you achieve your New Year's resolution. And also, drop the dust bucket, please. Do not let anybody change your mind, especially if you're looking for a man that is financially stable and love you. Because let me tell you something, somebody that is financially stable, I'm gonna tell you ladies this: if a man is financially stable and is pursuing you, is genuinely pursuing you. A dust bucket that has nothing, doesn't have a job, doesn't have his own car, have nothing, or let me just say a dust bucket that have something but have less than you, pursuing you is not attraction. It's not pursuing you because he likes you. It's pursuing you because of your pocket, your bag. Yes. And he's gonna treat you like trash because he thinks that the only thing you deserve is trash, and he's just gonna treat you that way because you decided to be with him anyway. You're the one who said, hey, I seen that you have no potential, you have nothing, you have not built, you have not gathered any money, you have done nothing in preparation of having a family or a relationship, yet I will foolishly be with you. Yeah, he looks at you as if you are not valuable, and he's gonna treat you like trash. Now I'm gonna bring this video over here of this man talking about what kind of women they normally pursue, so that you ladies can use your ears and listen to this.
Or below out of your league or below your league?
Oh my God, out of my league for sure. I gotta shoot high. Always shoot high.
Hold on, let me play this from the beginning. Okay.
Would you rather date someone out of your league or below your league?
Oh my God, out of my league for sure. I gotta shoot high. Always shoot high.
I guarantee every guy says this, by the way. Every guy wants someone out of their league.
Below my league. I think out of my league, you would feel very insecure the whole time and just think that you're not good enough.
Oh, out of your league, definitely. I'm the winner in that scenario.
League.
Below, 100%.
Really? Why?
I don't know. My mom just always said that, you should just have, it's just better to know that, you're secure and, you just love them. But, my boyfriend now, it's he's just the best. And, we're just equals.
Love it. Good save.
Now, I'm going to remind you, ladies, you never heard the man say, oh, I'm looking for an equal, somebody that is equal to me. But you heard that last girl said, oh, he's my equal. Did you hear any man over here talk about, I will date below my league? No, you did not. No, you did not hear them talk about, I will date any woman that I feel like is below my league. Is always above, out of my league, above. But leave it to women. I date somebody under my league. I date somebody that is the same. Oh, poor you. That's why a lot of you are out here crying. Why? And that's why they're treating you like trash. And I'm going to say this. That's why whenever I see some of these women in real life being like, oh, you know what? Karen only married her husband because of he got money. She's only with that man because he got this and that. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't. Yes, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be with him. I wouldn't be with him if he doesn't have nothing. I would not. I want to be single. Damn.
Out of my league, for sure. Yeah, I can handle that. It's all good.
Out of my league.
I told you all the guys are going to say this.
Lord. Yeah, ladies. While you're trying to date down, they're trying to date up. And if you're the one that they're coming after and then you're accepting them, let me tell you something, they're going to treat you like trash because they at the beginning, they might think you are out of their league. Let's not forget how men act at the beginning. They think you are out of their league, especially them dusties. And then when they get you, they start thinking, maybe she's not for me. Maybe she's below my league. And then all of a sudden, yeah, they start treating you like trash. Yeah, the end of the day is that really like trash. And then we're gonna hear the next story over here. You know, I built him, I did this for him, I gave him my soul, my heart, and my kidney, and he left me. Well, what were you expecting? Don't give him nothing. Give him nothing. If he doesn't have anything, don't be with him either. Now, this other video over here is about a billionaire. Also, ladies, if you're gonna be out here finding men that have money, do also learn a little bit out here. If he's asking for a prenup, I've been hearing women talking about he has money, but he wants a prenup. I'm gonna tell you this: get yourself a lawyer too. And if he's asking you to be a housewife, yes, I'm gonna say this also: get a lawyer. If he's asking you to be a housewife, you know, even though he has money, he get a lawyer. That is good as well. It doesn't matter. If he's asking you for a prenup because of his money, get a lawyer so that your lawyer can better negotiate, what's happening in your own behalf. And don't get somebody from the same firm. Don't get somebody that is representing him from that firm or company. Now, go outside and get somebody for your own interest, because this billionaire over here, billionaires out here doing the most too. So let me bring out this video over here.
From his wife.
If I was the wife, I'd sue. I hope she sued.
Here's how this guy legally hid.
Because okay, he hid the money on the trust. He didn't even put the money in his own name.
Billions of dollars from his wife. Now, the way he did it was so sneaky, which is probably why most women online fucking hate this guy. Ed and Marie Bessarge married back in 1989 when they were both broke. But Marie stuck with Ed and even supported him when he started his own.
Yeah. What did you guys hear? You guys heard that? What he said? She stuck with him. Did she stuck with him when he was rich? No. When was what was his financial status when she was with him? When she stuck with him? Ladies, please. Yeah, when he was broke. She stayed with this man when he was like, nah, you want to be the Barbara the Builder? Go ahead, be the Barbara the Builder out here. All power to you. Good luck to you. But that is why we have women that you begin with as your poor and the women on the finish line. So he definitely is going to be going for the woman in the finish line. Yeah.
Own company, Quant Lab, which is now a multi-billion-dollar company. Everything was going great until Marie was served divorce papers in her London home. She got kicked out of the house so that Ed could bring in his new girlfriend. So she decided to go to her house in Texas, but she was also kicked out of that house as well. Now, Ed and Marie didn't have a prenup, so you may be wondering how this happened. Well, he set up a bunch of trusts through a process called decanting, which is when someone creates a new trust to hold the assets of the old trust. Think of it as basically pouring a drink from one bottle to another. And since all the assets are under the trust name and not Ed's name, she didn't get a single thing in the divorce.
Ooh, Barbara the Builder's out here winning, ladies. You guys winning? See, you want to be that woman at the beginning line, right? Yeah, this is what happens to women that build with men. This is what happens to women that I stuck with him kind of women. Barbara the Builders, this is what happens to you guys. When they really reach that top, that really peak top, they're going to leave you and go find the finish line woman. That the woman that they would go for anyways. And I'm trying to get you ladies over here to be those women at the finish line, not the Barbara the Builders. My dream for my channel over here is not to get Barbara the Builders. I'm trying to get the women at the finish line. I want you guys to be the ones at the finish line. The ones when they already have achieved everything they come for. Not the ones that are going to be standing. I stood by him and I built by him. When I was with him, he had nothing. Not those kind. I don't want you to have that kind of life. I want you to have the life that, the women at the finish line have. Because what was the payback for everything that this woman did for him, stuck by him? What was a payment? What was a thank you? He hid all the money. And what did he do at the end? She got nothing. She got thrown out of the house. Goodness God. Okay. We're done with this one. We're going to bring up, let me bring up another one. Yeah. Even billionaires out here, if you're out here, I'm a stand by my man. I'm a stand by my man kind of woman. Yeah, I hope you stand by him, and by the time he finish, he's gonna treat you like the rest of them have been treating women out here for a long time. Okay, let me bring this other video. So this video over here is a Reddit video, by the way. I want you guys to listen to when men don't get what they want, what they go into. So this video is about an incel that wrote, what did he write? What am I the a-hole, topic on Reddit, and these people are reading it, by the way. And I want you to listen to the distance where how men can, what kind of distance men would go to destroy your relationship if they are miserable and can't find anybody, and if you ever gave them a chance before.
Fiance.
Yeah, this starts with a surprise. Just listen, ladies.
Am I the asshole for exposing my abusive ex-girlfriend to her fiance?
When I initially heard that, I thought exposing like one of those like tearaway pants, and you just like, look, behold, your naked fiance.
I, 26 male, dated my ex-girlfriend in high school when we were both 16. I had a crush on her since second grade, so when she finally agreed to go out with me in high school, I was over the moon. Unfortunately, our relationship was a nightmare. I quickly realized she had low self-esteem and constantly asked for reassurance from me about her looks and weight, and if I didn't tell her what she wanted to hear, she would gaslight and manipulate me to make me feel guilty. I didn't realize it at the time, but after reading some stuff online and listening to some podcasts, I realized that her behavior was emotionally abusive.
Is it one of ours?
Yeah, dude.
We ended up dating for around 1 year, and she ended up breaking up with me, citing her mental health, etc. I never saw her after high school because we moved to different cities, and also her social media accounts were set to private.
Bro, fucking creeper, man.
Damn.
And I tried to contact
He's
her, but she
looking
wouldn't
worse
let
and
me.
worse. So recently there was a high school reunion. I found out she would be there, so I decided to go.
Of course.
Bro!
Obsessed.
She hadn't changed much, was still overweight. She said hi to me.
So listen to what this guy is talking about. She hasn't changed much, but she's still overweight, trying to put her down. I just wanted to stop by this particular part because what he says later is crazy. Oh yeah, she didn't look so good. She looks overweight, but I'm still here. I only came to this reunion, by the way, because I heard she's gonna be here. Okay.
As if nothing happened.
As if nothing happened, bro. This is 10 years ago.
It really bothered me that she was pretending nothing happened between us, so I asked if we could talk privately. I told her about how I felt about the way she treated me and was abusive towards me when we were dating. She said something like she was going through a tough time with her self-confidence and apologized for taking it out on me, etc., etc. She said ever since she met her current partner, she was feeling more confident about herself. She then told me they were engaged, which also came as a shock to me. I asked her if she had told him about us and how she treated me when we were dating.
My 1 year high school boyfriend. Yeah. I don't think she talked about you, brother.
This is the thing. He probably never got a girlfriend anymore because she was the only one that gave him a chance. She was definitely the only one that gave him the chance. So he's gonna try to sabotage her engagement. So let's continue.
You still talk about me.
She said she mentioned her past relationships to him, but didn't share all the details. I told her she needs to tell him about how she was abusive to me so that he knows who he's marrying. At that point, she made up some excuse and ran away from the conversation.
Oh my God.
I felt that the new partner should know what he's getting into. She's still overweight and has not made any effort to change or improve herself and has probably the same insecurities. And I imagine how this man will have a terrible marriage.
That's jealousy, by the way. No woman would date him, so he went to the only woman that probably gave him a chance. Yeah. And listening to the way he describes this woman, this girl, if he gets her, he wouldn't even treat her better. He would not treat her good. He would not respect her because he sees himself as a loser. And if you one thing with losers, if you are a man that you feel like you're a loser, if a loser goes after a woman and that woman accepts him, he just think you're a loser too. That's why he's talking about her weight. He thinks in his head because she probably was the only woman that gave him a chance, she is a loser and she deserves to be with him.
the party, I used a friend's account to find her fiance, and I sent him a message detailing the things she did when we were dating in high school. He responded telling me to stop bothering them. It's been about a week since this, and now I'm getting bombarded with messages from high school friends calling me a creep.
As they should.
I don't understand how people can side with her. She was the one being abusive, and it is her responsibility to let her fiance know about this. I was doing what I felt was right. I thought maybe they were reacting this way because they didn't have the full story and background of our relationship. So am I the asshole or am I helping this poor man?
Asshole.
Reddit deemed asshole, and there is a slight edit. He said, okay, I was expecting my perspective would be divisive, but I didn't realize people would think it's that bad.
No, not divisive at all.
First of all, I don't have a problem with her weight. I think she's cute. It may be true that I'm hung up on her. She was my first and only long-term girlfriend. And no, I am not an Andrew Tate fan.
Oh,
I just saw some videos of him and thought they were interesting. I don't know that much about him.
Oh, no.
I'm just a casual, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just dabble here and there, watch a few clips.
I'm on his lowest Patreon tier.
I do think I deserve more of an apology from her, and I always did think we would end up together once she worked on herself. I feel very frustrated about how things turned out. I'm against therapy, so I won't do that.
Oh, I was going to suggest that, but never mind.
I might contact her again to see if she will talk to me. Maybe that will bring more closure. Even though it was mostly negative, I still appreciate the comments.
You about to get a restraining order on your ass.
Yeah.
I, 26
you
male,
guys get
dated
it?
my ex.
So she was the only woman that gave him a chance, and now he's trying to destroy her life. That is what happened. Justice never give up. Justice will, if their life is not getting better, yeah, they're gonna try to, drag your own relationship down. They're gonna try to drag you down, drag you either by destroying your relationship so that you can be with them. And it's not as if they're gonna love you. No, they're not gonna love you. They're not gonna treat you any better. They're just gonna treat you like trash as well. They just want misery love company. And at this point, it's not going to be company. It's going to be you getting abused. Now, with that being said, let me bring up which of the video. Okay. This girl over here was talking about her boyfriend, how she dated this guy for a long time. And she didn't know that this guy never liked her. Like, this guy never liked her, but was still with her. So let me bring the video up in here.
I do not see myself falling in love with you. I have fallen in love with my first ex. She was my ideal type. Listen to this. It gets worse. She was my ideal type. When I saw her, it was love at first sight. It was just like magnetic. And then my second ex, I really wasn't that attracted to her that much, but I was in love with her. There was just this feeling. But with you, you're beautiful. You are beautiful. But there's just that feeling just not there. And when I tell you girls, I spiraled, my esteem spiraled out of control. That's no lie. When they say these men humble you, when you are out of their league, they still find a way to humble you, just know there are no lies. There are no lies. This is the same man that would show off my pictures to his coworkers, to his clients that he was making sales on, because he was into solar panels and all that, whatever energy sales. And he was like, oh my God, they always say you're so beautiful. I always show you off. And I was really flattered with that. Mind you, he tells me what I just said in month 3, after he's gotten the gifts, after he's waited 4 or 5, maybe waited 5 dates for me to kiss him, after he did all of that, that's when he wanted to humble me. I believe it was maybe 4 days before Valentine's Day. Yeah. Don't underestimate insecure men. Do not, okay? Only listen. When I tell you, so many ways I can go, so many directions with this video. I'm just going to say this. If your esteem is healthy, you love yourself, you're like, I'm feeling it, I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm that. Never date below. Never date men below you. No. No, 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 no. Date men you're attracted to, that are your type, that have money, that have the aesthetic that you want, because these men will humble you.
Oh, it's a good thing she learned her lesson. Ladies, we're gonna have to give her a round of applause over here. Yeah, girl. You finally learned, didn't you? Now, this is the kind of improvement that I like to see. This is the kind of improvement that I like to see. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Let's continue.
When I even told my friends what they said, they were looking at me and looking at him. They were like, wait, huh? Girl, what? And I was like, but you see, the enemy is looking for that doorway to get in. You could be the most beautiful girl and feel like a piece of, you know what? Simply just because you entertain the wrong man. Heed my warning. In this 2024, in Jesus' name, you will avoid the users, the men that they clearly you're out of their league. And he would tell me things like, I'm so grateful that you chose me. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I just feel the luckiest guy. Oh, honey. No, be with a man that's secure in himself. Be with a man that he knows that he's decent looking. He knows that he can actually pull women. Be with the normal guy. Be with the normal. Don't go for the ones that are shy and nerdy. No.
Well, for my own advice, don't be with the broke ones. Yeah. Don't be with the broke ones and or abusive ones. Broke and abusive man is a no. It's a no for us out here. It's a absolute no. And also, I'm looking for a man. I'm looking for a woman to stand by me because I got dreams. But yeah, go fulfill your dreams, and then you can come back. Because if those dreams are not fulfilled, all you got is a dream. Well, keep dreaming. You best to keep dreaming, or go make sure that dream comes to reality, and then you can come find me. But if it's still just a dream, you're gonna be on your own. And I'm happy that she learned her lesson. I'm so happy that she learned her lesson, because this is the thing: when you lower yourself and you go date below what you are aesthetically, yes, they're not gonna respect you. They're gonna make you feel like trash, because they know they know that they're not above you. They know that you are way, way, way out of their league, and that is gonna build resentment. It is gonna build resentment. So for our next video over here, let's see what we're bringing up. Okay. This other girl out here is talking about she wanted to go on a date. And this is another thing that makes me laugh. I have been wondering, when these guys are out here on dating site asking girls on a date, be like, I want to go on a date with you. Like, what do you think is happening in that girl's life? Do you think that she was not alive before you texted her? Because I hear a lot of these, those bucket talk about, oh, I want to go on a date, but I'm not spending money for a restaurant. We can go on a walk or a coffee date. Ladies, if a guy asks you out for a coffee date, nah. I don't care if he has money. Let me tell you something. I don't care if he has money. If a rich guy asks you out on a coffee date, is also a no. Because that is just showing you the how he thinks about you. Because let me tell you something. When a man has money and he really, 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 really likes you, nah, he is not even going to try that nonsense. He's going to want to impress. He is going to want to impress. Yeah. Okay, let me bring up this video over here. Happy New Year, ladies. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve, ladies. Okay, let me bring it over here.
We'll date them for the free dinner. This guy asked me to dinner tonight. He told me to send him 2 options of what I was thinking about wearing, and he would pick what I would wear. So now I'm microwaving chicken that I had in my fridge. Leftover chicken, rice, mushrooms. There's no meal worth shitty, misogynistic company. Maybe if it was my man, but for like a first date, I'm gonna eat these leftovers.
Girls, ladies, please don't be going out here on a shitty date. Yeah, we are not doing shitty dates either. We are not doing shitty dates either. Yeah. But this is the thing that baffles me. Do they think that these women have not been eating before they ask them on a date? Like, bruh, do you think she was not eating before? Like, she could be at home watching Netflix, relaxing on a couch, and eating whatever she wanted to eat, probably drinking also. Like sometimes I wonder when men ask women, when some of these does bucket ask women on a date, do they think that the woman have not been eating and the very first time this woman is about to eat in her life is when he takes her on a restaurant date? You do know that she's been eating all this while and she's alive, right? Yeah, you asking her on a date, that is not the time she just came into the earth. She's been living. Yeah. Yeah. If exactly, if it's cheap now, it's gonna be cheap later. Yeah. Okay, I think this is the last video. Okay, this is second to the last video. This girl acts, she does this funny video that makes me laugh. But you know what? She did say something that I absolutely did agree with. But let's get into this. And this video is about men that like child-free women. Yeah.
Have kids. That's mad selfish, yo. Hate me just because I have
Yeah.
kids. That's
And especially them men that have kids but don't have any money, don't have any financial stability to take care of those kids. They're the ones that mostly have this problem.
wow. So you really not trying to date me just because I have kids? That's mad selfish, yo. Wait, so I'm selfish because I understand that I want to be a priority in your life. But I also know that you're a father and your kids are your priority. So instead of causing a big ruckus and drama, I'm just removing myself from the equation so that you can continue to be a good dad. I know you think what you're saying is real honorable, but I find it real weird that you can't just be an adult and accept that I have kids and not need so much attention. Like, down. I have the right to do whatever I want as long as I'm not disrespecting another person or causing harm. And nothing I've done so far is causing any harm. You're just making this about you. Oh, so the selfish girl is saying I'm making it all about me. Yeah, because rather than accepting my boundary and just moving on to find a woman who is more comfortable with dating a man with kids, you keep trying to make me change my boundary so that you can feel better. And here you go with all the boundaries and therapy talk. That's why you single. You know what? I'm gonna let you have that. Because the more that I heal from past traumas and grow in my emotional intelligence, self-worth, mental strength, the less likely I am to put up with people like you and other nonsense. I didn't stay single. Okay. That's not the threat you think it is.
Girl, I love that video. I decided to bring it up here because ladies, any man that is out here, if he has kids, he should have enough money to take care of his kids, be able to pay for the services of a guardian or a nanny. It should not be your responsibility, especially if you don't have kids. And if he's not financially stable enough and he wants you to go into that relationship and play nanny, yeah, we are not doing that either. If he doesn't have the bag, he gets nothing over here. So this is another video of a girl talking about her experience with her ex-husband and giving women hope that if a man wanted to, he would. So if he wanted to spend on you, he would. If he wanted to build for you, he would. And if he doesn't want to do none of those things, he's not going to do it. So just giving women the affirmation that, yes, there are men out there that would do all those things for you because they want to. And there are men out there that will not do nothing for you because they don't love you. They really don't admire you like that.
Listen to me. If he wanted to, he would. Listen to me. The guy I'm with right now, I met him when I was going through my divorce. I was married for 5 years, and I literally believed I would never be loved again. I'm not worthy of being loved. I literally was a mess. And I met this guy, okay? And he's been trying to take me out on all these dates, And I was just, no, I'm not ready. And I'm like, just text him. I was so sad, but I just had this feeling like, this guy you need in your life. And that's what I said. And so I sent him a text message and I go, hey, I think I just need you in my life. He responds with the restaurant he's taking me to and the time he's picking me up in the day. And he picks me up and we go on the date like that next weekend. And he lives 2 hours away. So he drove 2 hours, took me on the date, dropped me off, and drove 2 hours back home. From then on, he never missed a weekend. Every single weekend, he would come up and see me. 2 hours, drive 2 hours to me every single weekend and see me. One night, I was feeling really sad about like stuff I was going through. I was just super emotional. I was like, I need to go to Target, as we do, and I need to cry in the parking lot. I don't even need anything. I just can't be around him because I just feel, I don't know, like embarrassed. So I ended up telling him like, hey, I'm going to Target, like, do you need anything? He's like, oh no, I'll come with you, like just being sweet. I'm like, oh no, it's really okay. And he's like, no, I'll come with. I go, okay. I'm like, okay. And so we go to the Target parking lot and I'm like, my heart's beating on the way there. I'm like, I just want to cry. And we get in the parking lot. I go, I literally don't need anything. I just was coming here because I have a lot on my mind and I just don't want to put that on you. Like, you don't deserve that. I start sobbing. This guy starts crying next to me, sobbing, and he holds my face like this. And he's like, you are worth it and you deserve so much. And he's crying while this is happening. And he's like, I just want to be around for the day that you see your worth. And he's like, so you don't need anything in Target? Like, we keep talking. I'm like, no. And he's like, okay, I'll be right back. Goes in Target, gets me Ben and Jerry's, comes back to the car. He's like, let's go home. I go, okay. I'm like, so what's happening? Right? And then we go home and I eat the entire carton of Ben and Jerry's while he like rubs my back and I pass out. And it's just sweet because he writes me letters all the time, and I just got a letter from him that was so sweet. Like at the end of it, it was like, P.S. I told you that you would see your worth. Just like, what?
Okay, ladies, we have been here for 1 hour, almost 15 minutes. Now, I'm going to leave you ladies with this beautiful last video over here of this man talking about he wouldn't be. Now, I'm leaving you with some hope before we go. This video, the last video that I'm playing right now, is a man explaining that he would not seek a relationship if he was not financially stable. So, ladies, this is to show you that there are men out here that understand the necessity of building themselves before going out and creating a family, as it should be. And men like these do exist, and you can find one. So, at the end of this video, I hope that you guys took a lot from this section, and that's why I'm playing this one for the last, to remind you, ladies, that yes, there are men out here that do see your worth. They see you worthy. They see you as a woman that deserve providing for. They do not want to put you through all that. They understand the situation and the economy. So with that being said, I'm going to say this. Thank you all once more for joining me today. Have a beautiful New Year's Eve. And in advance, Happy New Year before we get there. And I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.
Not ready to be in a relationship with a woman. And
so what if you couldn't provide?
Then I'm not ready to be in a relationship with a woman. In fact, that's how it used to be in the old days. You have to make enough money to be able to support a woman, or you really shouldn't be in a relationship with a woman if you cannot support her. I believe that because, again, The same guys that will argue against what I'm saying right now, because I know a lot of guys get upset about my viewpoint on this, they complain about single mothers and women raising weak men. In order for a woman to be there to raise her kids, a man has to be able to provide enough for the entire family so that she doesn't have to work. And there's nothing wrong with women working, and women can do a great job. It's more beneficial for a family if there's one sole provider. That's not possible in modern society today. Everything is too expensive, in which case it's like, well, then maybe you're not ready to start a family. Maybe you're not ready to get married.
But what if they're never ready?
Will argue against